Hey, what's up, everybody? It's kind of late, but I wanted to jump on here and I recorded a video earlier on spiritual practice for my online course, online tutorial, and I was reminded as I was recording it about an experience I had. This is about like 19 years ago. I went to a Course in Miracles um, group, and it was kind of a gathering, and there was sort of like this guru guy there, and I don't even remember who it was, and there was a lot of people at this thing, and it was actually the first time I ever got around the Course in Miracles, and he was basically saying that there's really two prayers: help and thanks. And he was explaining, and I was kind of new to the spiritual thing, and he was explaining this. He was basically saying when some kind of condition arises, whether it's negative or positive or whatever, what we do, and whether it's internal or external, what we do is we ask spirit for help, or higher power, or God, or whatever you conceptualize a higher power to be. And then what we do is we try to let go completely whatever our ideas of what we want the outcome to be. And if we do that, so basically we pray and then relax and kind of let go. So if you're like me, I like to pray, but then I kind of have like demands about how I want the situation to turn out. He was saying, don't do that, that you don't know what the best outcome is. And I've actually done this. I'm terrible at it, but times when I actually did this successfully, so I would pray and then I let it go completely. What I find is some point in the future, whether it's a few seconds or a day or a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, usually what happens is something bubbles up inside of me, and it can be in the form of a thought that I didn't, a different way to look at the situation. It maybe something externally happens that kind of works the situation out. But I have to admit that when I do this, things just kind of work out for the best. So that's really different from kind of like the self-help mindset stuff that you hear out there, which is if I can just visualize how I want my life to be, that it's going to become that. This is very different than that. This is, I'm going to let go of my ideas in an act of surrender and trust that God or the universe is going to give me the things that I need, not necessarily the things that I want. You hear this in AA and in the 12 steps quite a bit. I have found for me a successful life happens from surrender rather than by design, if that makes sense. So anyway, and so his whole point was when that realization comes after you pray, the only thing left to do is to pray, is to say thank you, and I don't know, this is challenging for me to do this, but I was reminded of the Course in Miracles and that experience 19 years ago, and I have to admit that when I'm of sound mind and aware enough to actually pray and then completely relax and let go of the outcome, things always end up better than I thought they would. So I just wanted to jump on here and share that tonight. I've been thinking a lot about it because, I just want to get in, at least mentally, I just want to get in the middle of it. I want to get into the middle of everything, and I think I know how everything should go. And like the truth of the matter is I really don't. And when I get out of my own way, everything goes better. And best of all is like I have an inner peace that was not really there for a lot of my life. So anyway, that's all I got, and Be sure to comment, like, share, or not. Thanks.